We got a very solid lineup this week, so stay tuned. What's good, guys? Hunter and welcome back to Fragrance Hunter. Hope you all had a good week. My week was pretty good. Put out a bunch of new fragrances that I'm hyped to talk about and put you guys on as well. And the weather this week has still been so hot, guys. Some days have been in the mid 80s and we're like almost a week into October. I don't think that's ever happened where I'm from, guys. I'm getting tired of the hot weather. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So still pulling out kind of a mixture of like fresh fragrances, some darker fragrances, etc. But I do have a few on this list that I'm so excited to talk about, guys, because they're brand new in my collection. And some of these I've been wanting for quite some time. And if you are new to this series, we basically just run down what fragrance wore on each day, how many sprays I did, the kind of weather outside, and of course, if that fragrance got any attention or not. And before we go ahead and get into my list, drop your rotation and down below. I'm curious to see what you guys are rocking with. So let's get right into Monday. Monday was in the high 70s and sunny outside, and I pulled out Fleur's Tangerine Boy, which is one of my favorite fragrances from the house of Fleur. Still might even prefer it over the brand new Cherry Stem they just came out with, because this, guys, is one of the most mouth-watering, juiciest, freshest tangerine fragrances I've ever smelled. It kind of goes into a similar direction as Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim as well. So if you know that fragrance, you'll definitely know the vibe of this, guy. So juicy. I mean, it seriously smells like a tangerine drink, which is crazy to think because this is a fragrance, of course, and it captures that perfectly, guys. So vibrant, uplifting, perfect for a hot, kind of sunny summer day. Like I said, it was in the high 70s and sunny on that day. Now, I did do 10 sprays of Tangerine Boy. Also went to the gym on Monday as well, which of course you want something fresh to go to the gym, and this is a great option for that. So inoffensive, very crowd pleasing, you just smell incredible. Yeah, at the end of the day, guys, a very solid release from Fleur, his Tangerine Boy, no doubt about it. Fantastic fragrance. Tuesday was also in the high 70s and sunny, and I went with the brand new Marley fragrance Lights Down Low, which I just dropped my review of this not too long ago, guys. Go check that out if you're interested in this fragrance or this brand in general, because it is based, of course, off of Bob Marley, the legend. I believe his daughter is running the Marley fragrance house, and they're doing something very incredible over there, creating very unique, kind of mood enhancing type of fragrances, and that's exactly what this one is. But it does have this seductive, sexy edge to Lights Down Low, just like that name suggests, guys. It's the kind of fragrance you want to rock when the lights do come down low, and you know what I mean by that. You get this kind of citrusy, fruity pomelo and mandarin combination in the opening, guys. So unique. Haven't smelled any other pomelo fragrance personally with a little bit of sea salt sprinkled on top of that citrus opening. So good. It does dry down to this kind of fruity rose hip, a little bit of this bitter kind of green clove leaf, a little bit spicy as well, which is nice, with this beautiful warm, resinous, seductive amber base. And I mean a lot of amber in the dry down of Lights Down Low, and that's where it gets that name from. If you're looking for some more unique fragrances out there, guys, Marley fragrance has got to be a good option to go for, because the price is very reasonable. I think these retail for around $140, and they're also in collaboration with the niche brand Michael Malal, so definitely high quality. Now, on that day, on Tuesday, I did do 10 sprays of Lights Down Low. The performance was excellent. I had the biggest smile on my face throughout the entire day on Tuesday while rocking it. Wednesday happened to be in the mid 70s and still sunny outside, guys, and I went with the brand new Ellis Brooklyn Worth Avenue, which I don't even think has released yet. I think it's coming out maybe tomorrow or the next day. They're coming out with 2 brand new fragrances, part of Ellis Brooklyn, which is the first time they made men's creations, guys, and I'm actually excited for these because I have a ton of experience with this brand. You can find them over at like Sephora, etc. But Worth Avenue is this very kind of blue, shower gel, crowd-pleasing, citrusy lemon, aromatic lavender with this kind of ambery, kind of ambroxan base. And I gotta say, guys, this one truly impressed me. Just the way it smells so good. Huge compliment getter as well. And pretty spicy too. I think there's some like cardamom, a little bit of pink pepper in here too, and definitely worth checking out. If you're ever in Sephora with like your lady, etc., you might want to check out the new Ellis Brooklyn releases, because they came out Worth Avenue and Vanilla Man, which is a fantastic masculine vanilla, which maybe I'll pull that one out for next week because I haven't worn it yet. And truthfully, it doesn't really remind me of any other blue fragrance exactly, if you know what I mean. It does have a unique take on that blue genre, which I respect. Vanilla Man, however, does remind me of a vanilla fragrance though, and we'll talk about that when I do pull that one out, of course. On that day, also rocked 10 sprays of Worth Avenue, hit the gym, which of course, again, great gym type of fragrance, and pretty much a very versatile everyday signature scent type of fragrance as well. So if you're looking for that, you might want to check out Worth Avenue, guys, because I gotta say it is very solid. Thursday was also in the high 70s, but cloudy outside, and I put out something completely opposite to what I wore on the previous day, and that is the 7 Virtues of Buttercream Haze. Gourmand lovers out there, you're gonna wanna put this one on your wish list because, whoa, this is gonna be a staple for the upcoming fall time, guys. You have like buttercream in here, you have like maple syrup, tonka beans, a ton of sweet gourmand vanilla as well, guys. And it smells just like the picture on there, that kind of caramel cake vibe on the front of that, guys. Excellent, delicious, and pretty much something you could almost eat. If you don't know anything about 7 Virtues, they are another kind of Sephora brand, so whenever you're in Sephora, definitely go ahead and check out some of these guys. I do own 2, and they're both pretty good, unique releases. And usually I'm not the biggest fan of like heavily gourmand type of fragrances, but this one is pretty good for what it's going for, and I can imagine myself reaching for this one quite often in the fall time, because this gives me cozy, comforting, kind of going to a coffee shop kind of vibe when the leaves are on the ground, etc. And that kind of unique maple caramel vibe going on in here, yeah, guys, I've never smelled anything like it. On that day, also went in 10 sprays of Buttercream Haze. I gotta say, this one was a little bit too thick on that day while being in the high 70s. Absolutely does not fit that weather whatsoever, because it did come a little bit too sickeningly sweet, a little bit too glowing on my skin, but I can imagine this one wearing beautiful when it's like 50, 40 degrees outside in the fall or winter, which at this rate, I don't think we're ever gonna get to, guys. But yeah, that's what I rocked for Thursday, is the 7 Virtues of Buttercream Haze. Friday was in the low 80s and sunny outside, and I pulled out House of Dastan's 5 Senses, one of my favorite fragrances from House of Dastan, easily. And it's funny too, because I thought this one might be my least favorite, but it quickly turned around once I got a bottle in, guys, because it's this vanilla tobacco with this fruity apricot, a little bit of this bright lime in there, which kind of matches the color of the juice being green. Also a little bit of spices from like cardamom, pink pepper, but it also does dry down to this very warm, sweet benzoin base, extremely resonant. And I gotta say, guys, this is one of the most unique tobacco fruity fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. I mean, can you think of any other kind of tobacco vanilla fragrance with the apricot, lime, etc.? Probably not, guys, because this one is so unique. And I'm a huge fan of the House of Dastan. They have so many great fragrances, especially for being a newer niche brand. Also, if you do want to check out any House of Dastan, go to Maxx, use code HUNTER15. That's going to save you 15% off at checkout on both full sizes and the travel sprays. Because believe me, these things are not cheap. They are pretty expensive, but you're without a doubt getting quality with House of Dastan. And look at these bottles, I mean, come on. However, on that day, I did do 10 sprays of 5 Senses. It was hot outside. This one can be a little bit too cloyingly sweet as well, but I do think it kind of balances out with the fruity apricot and the lime vibe, which makes it one of the most versatile vanilla tobacco fragrances as well, guys. You can pretty much wear it all 4 seasons if you love it. Kind of went out for the day on Friday, went shopping, went out to dinner, etc., which is a great kind of night out dinner type of fragrance as well, even though at the end of the day, my girl said she wasn't really the biggest fan of it. But heck, what does she know, right? I'm just messing, but she does know her fragrances, guys. She is very picky when it comes to fragrances as well, but she said she wasn't a fan of 5 Senses. However, I am, so that means I'm still gonna rock it. Wear what you want, boys. Don't be a sucker and just wear fragrances your lady likes, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I rocked on Friday, is 5 Senses, and I gotta say, guys, I was smelling excellent. Saturday has gotta be the hottest day of the entire week, in the mid 80s and sunny outside, and I pulled out a hyped up fragrance that everybody's hyping up, and I picked it up on Friday, and it is Khadlaj Island Vanilla Dunes. Man, so this one is going to be in the same realm as Althère, Liquid Brune, etc. And I gotta say, guys, I have so many interpretations of Althère out there. I do have Liquid Brune, of course, probably the most popular. I also got Afnan's Historic Sahara. Got, of course, Khadlaj Island Vanilla Dunes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Khadlaj has always been a hit or a miss. The original Khadlaj Island was fantastic, guys. One of the best cheapie summer type of fragrances out there you can get. However, though, Blue Spice from Khadlaj was inspired by Louis Vuitton's Imagination. I gotta say, was not a fan of that one like at all. It dried down too chemically and did not seem like the highest of qualities when it comes to fragrances. And Vanilla Dunes, guys, is kind of in a mixed bag with me. Does it smell like Althère? Yes. Is it gonna capture that DNA? Yes. But is it gonna be the best one to go for the price? Probably not. I think I still do prefer Liquid Brune and Historic Sahara when it comes to the Althea DNA for the price. Because this one is not going to be the strongest. It's not going to be the best smelling one either. And pretty much the only reason to go for it is if you like Khadlaj and you have the others in the line, you kind of want to match the vibes. So I gotta say on skin, this one did dry down in the same way Blue Spice did, being very chemically and not really high quality. And possibly the weakest out of the three as well. But I don't know. I've only worn it once, only tested it one time. So I'm not sure if I'm just judging it prematurely, but yeah guys, that's my thoughts as of now with Vanilla Dunes. Now on Saturday I did rock 10 sprays of it, wanted to get a full wearing from it, see how it performed, etc. And at the end of the day, this one is actually in a straight to parfum, so it should perform even better than like Liquid Brune, which is an eau de parfum, but it just really doesn't. And it's so funny too, because all these Middle Eastern brands are absolutely competing against each other to make the best dupe of whatever they're duping. They got Latafa, Armave, Afnan, Khadlaj, French Avenue, just so many brands out there, guys. It's crazy. And pretty much every single one of them has their interpretation on Althea, and I've only tried those three. Never tried Armaz or Latafa's take on them. I'm almost getting sick of this DNA at this point, guys, which if you don't know, it's cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla, orange blossom, and praline and amber. And that's basically what you're gonna get with Althea and all of its clones. So yeah, that's what I rocked for Saturday. Review coming very, very soon of Vanilla Dunes, believe it. Wrapping the week off on a Sunday was in the low 80s and sunny outside, and guys, I put out one of my new favorite pickups of the entire year, and I've had such high expectations from this one, and it lived up to the hype, and it is Javoy Paris Psychedelic, guys. This is a fragrance right here that I've wanted in my collection for so many years, because if you know me, I'm a patchouli head. I love patchouli. It's one of my top 3 favorite notes of all time, and I've always heard this is one of the best patchoulis on the entire market. And believe me, psychedelic is, guys. I have so many patchoulis, and this one might have just became my absolute new favorite patchouli in the world. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited because yeah, psychedelic is the real deal. If you don't know anything about Javoy Parfums, they are a boutique, like a niche boutique. They came out with their own brand, of course, called Javoy, and they also came out with Jeroboam, which I have actually reviewed a Jeroboam not too long ago called Kun Omo. But take a look at this beauty. Look at that dark kind of brown juice color inside, guys. This is a dark, earthy, chocolatey patchouli done to absolute perfection. Oh my goodness, this is love at first sniff. I'm not even lying, guys. Patchouli, amber, a little bit of vanilla is what you get with psychedelic. And if you're somebody that's ever asked me what the best patchouli is out there, it's right here, guys. You see that name right there, psychedelic? This is the one. And I believe you can even find these on discounters for under $200 for a 100 ml bottle, guys. And I'm telling you right now, if you're able to find this discounted, just go for it if you love patchouli at least. If you don't love patchouli, then don't, because of course you won't like it. But patchouli lovers out there, if you're like me, you need this in your life. Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing this one a ton during the fall and winter, guys. You better believe it. This is gonna be on my rotations quite often. You're probably gonna get sick of it. Yeah, one of my favorite pickups of 2025, hands down. Now on Sunday, I did only do 5 sprays of psychedelic. Didn't really do much on Sunday, kind of chilled, relaxed, etc. But you better believe I was the happiest guy on earth on Sunday while wearing psychedelic. So yeah, that's what I wore to wrap off the week, is this absolute perfection of a fragrance. So that's gonna do it for my weekly rotation, guys. As always, if you haven't already, drop your rotation down below to see what you guys are rocking with, because of course, I already know if you're following my channel, you're always smelling good yourselves. But besides that, leave a like, subscribe below if you haven't already, because what are you doing? And I got you with daily fragrance content, of course. See all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.